All right, so we're diving deep into this Supercopa semifinal where Barcelona just barely beat Athletic Club.
Yeah.
But it was a lot more than just the win.
Right.
We've got some great sources to really break it down. Like Sportstar has that play-by-play.
Oh,
We've got goal.com with some analysis. And even Al Jazeera chiming in with reactions.
Oh, cool.
So we can really go beyond just like, oh, Barcelona won. Let's see what actually happened.
Yeah, this match had some layers to it.
Yeah.
Starting even before the match even started.
Yeah.
The whole drama surrounding Dani Olmo and Pau Victor, like, are they going to play? Are they not going to play?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
It was a question mark for a while.
Before we even get into, like, the goals and all of that, it's like Barcelona's financial issues were just, like, front and center.
Absolutely.
Right? They were struggling to even register these players that are key players.
Yeah.
Because of the salary cap rules. It's crazy how, like, money can impact what happens on the field.
It really is. It's a good reminder that even the biggest clubs in the world aren't immune to these financial pressures. And, I mean, for Barcelona, it's been kind of brewing for a while now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they needed a massive €100 million payment just to even get close to meeting those salary cap requirements.
Was that the payment for the Camp Nou VIP seats?
Yes.
It's just crazy how it's like a whole other game being played off the pitch.
Exactly. So imagine the tension, right? Hours before kickoff, we get this news from Sportstar.
Oh, wow.
Spain's sports court says, okay, provisionally Olmo and Victor can play.
Wow.
So after the league and the federation initially said, no, Barcelona, you can't do that.
Right.
This court decision was just a total twist.
What a roller coaster for the fans, and I bet for the coaches, too.
Oh, absolutely.
And speaking of coaches,
yes,
Athletic Bilbao's Ernesto Valverde, he actually commented on this before the match.
He did?
He was saying that if Olmo wasn't playing, it could have totally changed the game.
Wow.
And little did you know, right?
Little did you know.
Yeah, it's fascinating how Valverde, like, zeroed in on that, like, Olmo's potential absence.
Yeah, he clearly recognized, like, the impact Olmo has on that Barcelona midfield.
Right.
You have to wonder, like, how would his game plan have changed had he known Olmo was going to be on the field?
Right, exactly. Okay, so even with all this, like, pre-game drama, there was a match to be played, right?
There was a match to be played.
And honestly, the young guns stole the show.
They did.
I mean, come on. Lamine Yamal, 17 years old.
Wow.
Gavi at 20.
Unbelievable.
Both products of Barcelona's famed youth academy, La Masia.
La Masia.
Which, think of it as like a talent factory. Just like constantly churning out these world-class players.
Absolutely. And Goal.com was not shy about praising them.
No, they weren't.
Calling it a dominating performance.
Dominating. I mean, Yamal scores a goal right after coming back from injury.
Immediately.
That's composure beyond his years.
It is incredible.
Al Jazeera caught up with him after the match, and he was all about, contributing and wanting to win his first title with Barcelona.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even just the goal.
No.
It was the way he got it.
Right.
This wasn't some, like, simple tap-in.
No, he maneuvered past Unai Simon.
Yeah.
Athletic Bilbao's goalkeeper. Like, with this level of skill and confidence, you just don't see that often in someone so young.
Yeah, and then Gavi.
Oh, Gaga.
He's already like a seasoned player.
Right.
But the way he just controlled that midfield, a goal and an assist.
It's like watching the future of Barcelona unfold right in front of you.
I know, right?
It really is.
What struck me about his goal was just like his positioning and awareness.
Yeah.
It's like he was in the right place at the right time, ready to just capitalize on any opportunity.
Right.
It's a testament to his tactical intelligence, which for a player his age, it's remarkable. Yeah. And remember that Goal.com article we talked about? Yeah. They highlight how both Yamal and Gavi represent Barcelona's commitment to developing young talent.
It's true.
And that's kind of what makes La Masia so special.
It's not just about individual skill.
Right.
It's about the system. The philosophy that's instilled in these players from such a young age.
Yeah.
I mean, they embody the Barcelona way. Right. That possession-based football.
Right.
The intricate passing. The relentless pressing.
Yeah, you're seeing that.
You see it.
And you see it against, a tough opponent like Athletic Bilbao.
Absolutely.
And it just makes you wonder, like, what does this mean?
Right.
What does this mean for the future?
What does it mean?
For Barcelona.
Yeah.
Like, can they build on this?
Right. Can they keep this momentum going? Can these young stars handle the pressure of these expectations?
It's the big question, right?
Huge question.
And I bet Barcelona's coach, Hansi Flick, is asking himself the same thing.
Oh, for sure.
But from what we saw in his post-match comments, He seemed pretty happy with how things played out.
Right.
Al Jazeera even quoted him saying, "I'm really happy with it." I think the whole team, the players, of course, Donnie and Pau, are more than happy. So is everyone at the club? It is the right decision.
There's just like a sense of relief in those comments, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not just for the win, but for like the resolution of that whole registration saga.
Right.
I mean, could so easily derail their focus.
Oh, yeah.
But they turned it into fuel.
Totally.
For a strong performance.
Yeah. And speaking of strong performances, I have to bring up Gavi's goal again.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It was beautiful the way it all came together with Rafinha winning the ball day with the assist.
It was like textbook Barcelona.
Textbook Barcelona.
It's a perfect illustration of their philosophy in action.
I know.
Like quick passing, creating space.
Yeah.
Exploiting the opponent's weaknesses.
Yeah.
And then for Gavi to just finish it off like that.
Oh, my God.
It's not just about individual talent.
Right.
It's about the understanding they have as a team.
Like they all know what to do and when to do it.
Exactly.
And it's interesting to contrast that with how Athletic Bilbao played.
Yeah.
They were much more direct.
Yeah, much more direct.
Relying on those long balls and trying to catch Barcelona off guard.
That was Valverde's strategy. And you can see why Athletic Bilbao is a very physically strong team.
Yeah.
And they tried to use that to their advantage.
But
against a team like Barcelona, who are so disciplined and organized defensively,
right,
it's just a tough approach to pull off.
Yeah, especially with young, energetic players like Yamal and Gavi.
Oh, yeah.
Who are constantly forcing turnovers.
Exactly, that relentless energy.
It's exhausting.
That's part of what makes Barcelona so formidable.
Yeah.
They just don't give you a moment to breathe.
No, they don't. But even though Barcelona dominated possession and had the better chances, we can't forget that Athletic Bilbao had those 2 goals disallowed.
Oh, right.
For offside.
Yeah.
And you could just feel the frustration from those players, especially Inaki Williams.
Yeah.
Al Jazeera even caught up with him after the match.
Oh, really?
And he was adamant that they put in a good effort despite the result.
Well, yeah, they didn't give up.
No, they didn't.
It's a testament to their fighting spirit, even when they were behind.
Yeah.
They kept pushing, trying to find a way back into the game.
So we've talked about the drama surrounding Olmo and Victor, the tactical battles on the field, and these standout performances from these young Barcelona players.
Right.
What does it all mean for the club moving forward?
I mean, on the surface, it's a statement win.
Yeah.
Right? They're into the Supercopa final.
They are.
And they did it in a way that shows that they're still a force to be reckoned with.
But it feels like there's a deeper significance here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This win, coupled with the emergence of these players like Yamal and Gavi, it feels like a turning point for Barcelona.
Interesting.
It's a sign that despite their financial challenges, that legacy of developing world-class talent, it's alive and well.
It's like a breath of fresh air for the fans.
Totally.
There's a reason to believe that the future is bright.
It is?
But it also raises some important questions.
Of course it does.
Like, can they maintain this level of performance?
Right.
Can they overcome these financial hurdles? And can these young players handle the immense pressure that comes with playing for a club like Barcelona?
Right. It's a club with a lot of history.
A lot of history, a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
And what about the impact of this win on those financial woes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Does this success translate into more revenue, more stability for the club?
That's a key question.
Yeah.
Because the financial side of football is complex.
Right.
But success on the pitch certainly helps.
Yeah.
Right. It attracts sponsors.
Yeah.
It boosts merchandise sales.
Yeah.
It increases their global appeal.
Yeah. So for Barcelona, the Supercopa semifinal was more than just a game.
It was.
It was a glimpse into the future.
It was.
A future that right now looks pretty promising.
Yeah.
But it's just the beginning.
It is just the beginning.
The real test is whether they can sustain this momentum on and off the field.
Absolutely.
And what about for these young players? Yeah.
Especially for someone like Yamal who's bursting onto the scene at such a young age.
Yeah.
How do they handle the expectations, the pressure of carrying the legacy of Barcelona?
It's a challenge, no doubt. But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
They have the talent and they have the support system to succeed.
Yeah.
I mean, La Masia has a proven track record of developing players who can handle the pressure cooker of top-level football.
They do. So we've unpacked the drama, the tactics, and the individual performances.
We have.
But what really struck you about this match?
I think for me, it was the resilience Barcelona showed. I mean, they faced adversity both on and off the field.
Yeah.
But they came together and delivered a performance that showcased their quality and their fighting spirit.
What about you? What stood out to you?
I was really struck by the way that Barcelona's philosophy is just woven into the fabric of the team.
Yeah.
It's not just a style of play.
Right.
It's an identity.
Yeah. And to see these young players embody that identity so effectively.
Yeah.
It's really remarkable.
It is. So where do we go from here? What should our listener be thinking about after this deep dive?
I think the key takeaway is this.
Okay.
Barcelona is at a crossroads.
Okay.
They're facing challenges.
They are.
But they're also showing signs of resurgence.
Interesting.
And the next few years are going to be crucial in determining whether they can reclaim their place at the pinnacle of world football.
At the top?
At the top.
And for anyone who wants to delve deeper,
yes,
there's a wealth of analysis and commentary out there.
Oh, yeah.
SportStarGoal.com, Al Jazeera.
All great sources.
They all offer different perspectives on this match and the bigger picture surrounding Barcelona.
Absolutely.
It's like we're watching a new chapter unfold.
We are.
And what's exciting is that you, the listener, get to be a part of it.
You do.
Will this be a triumphant return to glory for Barcelona?
Right.
Or will they stumble under the weight of their challenges?
Good question.
It is a good question, and that's the beauty of football, isn't it?
It is.
The unpredictability, the passion, the constant drama.
All of it.
Both on and off the pitch.
Absolutely.
It keeps us coming back for more.
It does.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Barcelona's Supercopa semifinal victory,
right,
what's the one thing you hope our listener walks away with?
I think it's the understanding that this match was about more than just 3 points.
Okay.
It was a glimpse into the heart of a club that's grappling with its past, present, and future. A club that's trying to find its footing amidst financial turmoil.
Right.
Yet still producing these moments of brilliance.
Yeah.
Thanks to a youth system that's the envy of the world.
Really, it's a story of resilience, talent, and the enduring power of a footballing philosophy that has captivated fans for generations.
Absolutely.
And it's a story that is far from over.
It's not over yet.
So keep your eyes on Barcelona.
Keep watching.
Keep watching these young stars as they navigate the challenges and the triumphs that lie ahead.
The future is bright.
And keep exploring, keep learning, keep asking those insightful questions that make following this sport such a rewarding experience.
Couldn't agree more.
Until our next deep dive, thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of Barcelona.
It's been a pleasure. So you have to wonder, what does this mean for the future of Barcelona? Can they build on this momentum? Can these young stars handle the pressure of these expectations?
Right, and that's a huge question.
It is.
And I bet Hansi Flick, their coach, is asking himself the same thing.
Oh, for sure.
But, you know, from his post-match comments, he seems pretty happy with how things played out.
He does, yeah.
Al Jazeera quoted him saying, "I am really happy with it. I think the whole team, the players, of course, Donny and Pau, are more than happy. So is everyone at the club. It is the right decision."
Yeah, you can just hear the relief in his voice.
Total relief.
Like, not just for the win, but like that the whole registration saga is finally over.
Right, exactly. They could have just completely lost focus.
Exactly. And they didn't.
Yeah, they used it as fuel.
They did.
To get that win.
They did.
Speaking of strong performances, I have to bring up Gavi's goal again.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It was a thing of beauty.
It was beautiful.
The way Rafinha won the ball, Balde with the assist.
It was textbook Barcelona.
It was like watching a training video.
Yeah, perfect illustration of their philosophy in action.
Like clockwork.
Quick passing.
Yeah.
Creating space.
Yeah.
Exploiting the opponent's weaknesses.
And Gavi finishes it off like that.
I know, and it's more than just individual talent.
Right. It is. It's like they know exactly what the other's going to do.
Yeah. That understanding they have as a team. It's incredible.
You know, it's interesting. We were talking about Athletic Bilbao playing such a different style.
Right, totally different.
Much more direct.
Yeah.
Relying on those long balls, trying to catch them off guard.
Yeah, that was Valverde's strategy.
And it makes sense for them.
It does.
Athletic Bilbao, they're physically strong.
Yeah, very strong team.
Yeah, so they tried to use that to their advantage.
Of course.
But Barca's so disciplined and organized defensively.
It's a hard team to break down.
Right, especially with young players like Yamal and Gavi constantly pressing, forcing those turnovers.
Yeah, you can't even relax for a second against them.
They just don't let you breathe.
Nope. They don't give you a second.
So exhausting.
It's exhausting to even watch.
But even though Barcelona had more possession and those better chances,
right,
we can't forget Athletic Bilbao had those 2 goals disallowed.
Right, those offside calls.
Yeah, it was so frustrating to watch.
Oh, for sure. You could feel the frustration from their players, especially Inaki Williams.
Yeah.
Al Jazeera talked to him afterwards, and he was pretty adamant that they put in a good effort despite the loss.
Yeah, they didn't give up.
They really didn't. It's a testament to their fighting spirit.
Yeah, even when they were behind, they kept pushing, trying to get back in the game.
They never gave up.
So we talked about that whole drama with Olmo and Victor,
right,
the tactical stuff on the field, and those amazing performances from Barcelona's young players.
It was amazing to see.
What does all of this mean for Barcelona's future?
Well, on the surface, it's a huge win for them.
For sure.
They're in the Supercopa final.
They are.
And they did it in a way that shows the rest of the league they are not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're still a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, but this feels like it's bigger than just one win.
Yeah, it does.
This win and the way Yamal and Gavi played, it feels like a real turning point for Barcelona.
Like a new era?
Yeah, even with their money problems, that legacy of finding and developing world-class talent.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
It's a real reason for fans to be optimistic about the future.
Yeah.
Like a breath of fresh air.
Totally a breath of fresh air.
But
of course.
It does bring up some big questions.
It does, can they keep playing this well?
Correct.
Can they figure out their finances?
Yeah. And can these young guys handle the pressure of playing for a club like Barcelona?
It's a lot of pressure.
It really is. And what about how this win affects their finances?
Ooh, good question.
Right? Does this success translate into more money, more stability?
It's a complex question.
It is.
The money side of football is really complicated.
Yeah.
But winning definitely helps.
Right.
It brings in sponsors, more people buy merchandise.
Right.
It raises their profile globally.
Yeah, so for Barcelona, the Supercopa semifinal was way more than just a game.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a look into the future.
It was.
A future that looks pretty bright.
It does.
But it's just the beginning.
It's only just begun.
The real test is, can they keep this momentum going?
On and off the field.
Exactly. What about these young players?
What about them?
Especially Yam bursting onto the scene so young.
Oh, no.
How do they handle the pressure, the expectations of playing for Barcelona?
It's a huge challenge, no doubt.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
They've got the talent and the support to be successful.
Right.
I mean, La Masia has a history of developing players who can handle the pressure of playing at the highest level.
They really do. So we've covered the drama, the tactics, and the individual performances.
It was quite a match.
What really stood out to you?
You know what really struck me was how resilient Barcelona was.
Yeah.
I mean, they faced so much adversity both on and off the field.
Right.
But they came together as a team and played a game that showed their quality.
Yeah.
And their fighting spirit.
They never give up.
They never give up. What about you? What stood out to you?
I was really struck by how much Barcelona's philosophy is just part of who they are.
Yeah.
It's not just how they play, it's their identity.
Right.
And seeing these young guys really embody that.
I know.
It's pretty amazing.
It's remarkable.
So where do we go from here? What should our listener be thinking about?
I think the main takeaway here is Barcelona is at a crossroads.
Okay.
They're facing some tough challenges.
Right.
But they're also showing they're on their way back.
Yeah.
And the next few years are going to decide if they can get back to the top of the football world.
Back on top.
Yeah. And for anyone who wants to really dig in.
Oh, yeah.
There's tons of analysis and commentary out there.
Yeah, there is.
SportsStarGoal.com, Al Jazeera.
All great sources.
All great sources. And they offer a lot of different perspectives on this match and what's going on with Barcelona in general.
It's like we're watching this new chapter for them unfold in front of us.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, you, the listener,
right?
You get to be a part of it.
You do.
Will this be their big comeback? Will Barcelona return to glory?
Right.
Or will they, kind of crumble under the pressure?
That's the question.
That is the big question.
Yeah.
And that's what makes football so great, right?
It really is.
It's unpredictable. It's passionate. It's just constant drama.
Yeah.
On and off the pitch.
On and off the pitch. That's why we love it.
That's why we're here. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Barcelona's Supercopa win, what's the one thing you want our listener to walk away with?
I think it's that this match was about way more than just the win.
Okay.
It was like a look inside this club, dealing with its past, present, and future.
Yeah.
Trying to find its way with all these money problems.
Right.
But they're still finding ways to shine.
Yeah.
Thanks to that incredible youth system.
It's really something else.
It is.
It's a story of resilience, talent, and this philosophy of football.
Oh, yeah?
That's captivated fans for generations.
Absolutely.
And the story's not over yet.
No, it's not over yet.
So keep an eye on Barcelona.
Keep watching.
Watch these young players as they face the challenges and the triumphs that are coming their way.
Yeah, the future's bright.
And keep learning, keep exploring, keep asking those questions.
Yes.
The questions that make this sport so rewarding to follow.
I couldn't agree more.
Until next time, thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of Barcelona.
It's been a pleasure.